All right, what's going on, chat? Hey, big news on Call of Duty Vanguard today. Everything got released. I'm sure I'm going to be one of the last ones putting a video out on this, but let's call it what it is. I got a real job, so we're gonna hit this real fast and go over some of the big points of the notes. No point in making this a super long video and reading through everything. There's probably 30 other videos you can watch that's going to go over everything for you. So let's just hit some of the big news. And then after we're done with this, I am live on Twitch, twitch.tv/honeybear11_. And we're going over this live now. We're going to put it up on YouTube, but I will be on hitting up Verdansk after this. So, and I do just about every night. So you can catch me there. So, bunch of launch news for Vanguard today. The typical opening card for all the launch stuff, and all the news is coming out, including Warzone Pacific news. Most of my gameplay is Warzone. We will be grinding a bunch of Vanguard for probably 2 or 3 weeks after Vanguard launch. But as we get into some of this news, you'll see why we'll be back on Warzone to say goodbye to Verdansk. So we're going to scroll through here. Got all of the notes and want to hit some of these specific dates. So console players, you can start downloading the game early on October 28th. Obviously a little bit slower download times. Also, a lot harder to get into the details of the files on console versus PC. So they don't want to release the PC stuff too early. So the data miners can't get a hold of it. So PC can start pre-downloading on November 2nd. The game itself launches November 5th. Typically that's the night of. So it'll actually launch probably like midnight Eastern or sometime right in there is pretty typical. So as far as I go, I'm going to be on that Thursday playing Warzone. And then as soon as Vanguard launches, we're launching straight into Vanguard. And we're going to grind. And I will probably be doing a 24-hour stream that night. All the way into grinding out weapons and camos and all that sort of stuff. So November 5th to the 2nd is preseason in Vanguard. It's going to be season 1. So we're still going to have season 6 on Cold War and Warzone. So Vanguard will be in pre-season 1. November 5th to the 2nd, it's just going to be gun grind time. November 18th is going to start a flashback series on Warzone. Again, that's why we'll be back over on Warzone. Not sure exactly what all of it means, but they're talking. Some of the notes lean towards maybe some different ground loot guns, different gulags, flashbacks to some of the in-game events that we've seen in the past, all that sort of stuff. November 24th is going to start one of the LTM in-game event type things like we have right now with the Ghost of Verdansk. It's going to be something like that for the Secrets of the Pacific. They did a similar thing when launching into the 1984 map versus original Verdansk, with going into bunkers and getting Easter eggs and all that sort of stuff. So this will include getting calling cards and probably a gun and all that sort of stuff at the end of it. So then November 30th and December 1st, there's going to be an event for the last hours of Verdansk. So that will be an event to launch us into the new Warzone Pacific map. And then December 2nd, season 1 begins, sorry. And people that own Vanguard, so if you own the game, go figure, you get early access. So if you pay Activision money, you get early access to Warzone Pacific. So I also will be doing a long stream December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So the night of the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. We'll probably break it up into 2 long streams. We'll be grinding the new Pacific map, learning it, figuring it out, trying to keep up with the top dogs as far as finding metas and all that sort of stuff. One of the notes that's further in here that you actually have to kind of read into a little bit, that I'm not going to find the note in here, but I believe that first day, that free access period, is not going to have all the weapons integrated. Said something along the lines of basically only Vanguard guns will be available for loadouts that day. But all of the guns will be integrated into Warzone Pacific. They're not vaulting anything. They're not putting anything away. So we go through. We got zombies, multiplayer. We will grind out the campaign as well with everybody. We'll do that live on stream. See how bad at the game we are. So lots of different notes. Obviously, we're going to have operators and things to grind out. Some different ways to actually level up operators in this game, which is kind of neat for the completionists out there. Gives you one more thing to grind for. So that's the big news. The big news was really the dates. So let's scroll back up to the dates and go over all that one more time. Then we're going to real quick cut this up, throw it up on YouTube, make a thumbnail real quick, throw it up on YouTube, and then we're going to get live into Verdansk. So the 28th on console, the 2nd on PC. You can start doing your pre-downloads. Make sure the game's ready to go before launch date on November 5th. November 5th through the December 2nd is going to be just weapon grind out time. November 18th we'll start a dive into the transition in Warzone. November 24th we'll start an LTM period, and then the 30th and December 1st will be the transition period from Verdansk to Warzone Pacific, which is going to be called Caldera. So, and it's Caldera is the map, which kind of leads us to believe that they're expecting to do multiple maps for Warzone Pacific, which would be nice to maybe start leaning towards kind of an Apex type style where we have multiple maps that we can play on. And maybe they just randomly rotate or however it ends up working out. So that's it. That's the news, biggest part of the news today. There's lots more to read on here. You can see the CallOfDuty.com is where to find all of it. You can see all the different things you can hit here to go over all the news. Lots of different topics to read it all over yourself. So let's get this posted, and we will meet you guys here soon, very soon, in Verdansk. Again, twitch.tv/honeybear11_. We'll see you there.